Hello everyone, I'm your host, Warrior Angel. Welcome back to part 16, I believe, of my Malkavian Let's Play for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Now, in case you haven't watched my other videos I've put up so far this week, I have an announcement to make, but first of all, I'm just going to jump in the car here. Gonna go whip it, let's go. Alright, so the big announcement is that I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play series next week, and I want you guys to have a say in what game I'm going to play. So, any second now, you should see somewhere on the screen a link to the voting video, or you can just go to the video section of the channel and you'll find it there. It's pretty obvious voting video thing, and all you need to do is watch the video, check out the options, and then vote by hitting the like button on the comments underneath for the game that you want to see. So you have until Sunday night in order to vote. Whichever game has the most votes will be declared the winner on Monday, and then that game will get the sort of scheduled slots on Wednesdays and Saturdays alongside the Shogun 2 campaign where I'm playing as the Atomo clan. So I hope you guys take a minute to check out the video and make a vote. So at the end of the day, I want you guys to join in a bit, and it would be nice for you. It must be great then to actually be able to contribute to the channel as well as and have a say in what happens. So anyway, without any further ado, that's the big announcements over and done with, and you're here to watch me play Vampire. So we're going to go to Grout's mansion. Now Grout is the Malkavian Primogen, the sort of eldest Malkavian vampire in the city. He's been given a place in the council and all that just because he's, well, the eldest. Or he's got the political clout, I should say, more than anything to actually do it. But the problem is, no one's heard from Grout for a while now, according to the prince, after I went to see him after going to the Elizabeth Dane. So he's tasked me now to go to Grout's mansion and find out what's going on. So we're going to head over there. Oh, that's Nine Rodriguez. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I just asked you that. Just hoovering around this hood.
No.
That's a bit odd. Did you just hear an echo as well? Like, no, no, no. Your words are a little wobbly.
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Wow, I can actually hear a bit of echo in my ears from him talking. What secrets within these walls? Or you could just ignore me and casually walk off. Okay, quest log updated. Let's pop in here. If I remember how this level goes, this is one of my more favourite levels, just because you get the crazy people. Yes, the Malkavians, as you know, including myself, and this happens to be a bit on the nutcase side. Alright, let's feed on this. Yeah, I can't just go around killing these people, because if they spot me and they go a bit crazy, they will attack. So, what's this? You just entered Grout's mansion and something about it doesn't feel right. No shit, Sherlock. Right. Remember why, the main people to worry about is guys like that. Okay, you're obviously a bit crazy, I'm gonna help you out. Can you not spot me? I'm right here. Okay, Quanto, it looked like a bug exterminator, but still. Oh crap, right. I knew I should have killed her when I had the chance. Die! Christ, my fighting skills can get a lot better than they will be. Alright. Oh, right. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright. Oh, Christ, that could have gone a lot better than it would have done. I was trying to get this veil of madness so I could actually sort of pause him enough so I can actually do something and get blood back. But that didn't obviously work. Whoopsie. But let's holster the big guns. and you're going to find out a little bit what's happening in regards to the Malkavians.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside.
Sorry guys, I'm interested in this one, it's got to say. So that's why I'm just shutting off for a moment.
Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds.
I hope that's not his wife.
Unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
It does make me think. I mean, I'm a psychology graduate myself, and obviously I've had to study Freud as well as how the brain works, and I had to laugh at some of the stuff you get from hearing about Freud. I mean, you know, when you've got like the phallic phases and the anus phase and anal phase, and just yeah, I find it funny when I have to listen to or read up about Freud and his theories. But he kind of did show that in a way there's not so much. Sometimes there isn't a physical explanation, but more mental. Sometimes, right? Oh. Let's kill him. I need the health after all. Alright. So let's have a quick look. Item gained unknown. You can identify this item. Perhaps you should finish eating the soul donut. You need a research skill of at least 2 to use this item. I got research of 5, and yet somehow I can't. That must be a bug of some sort. Oh, hang on, there we go. Weaker pug thistle. There we go. Perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Tower, however, erodes human perception and in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having various effects on perception, time, and the memory at the time with harmony progress is made. Okay, actually that is the thing for a puzzle, which we'll see in a second. But now to me, I kind of feel sorry for Grout. The fact that he is a psychologist, obviously, from what you saw in that last bit, which we're going to listen to another bit as well. He knows he's insane. He's got a condition, is sort of suffering from a mental disability, and yet he's still going to try and solve it, even though it does raise the question sometimes. Does you being crazy, unfortunately, actually do think?
The tide of time, insane asylums.
He is going old-fashioned in his way.
Not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane
Sorry guys, just leave me to this for a moment.
Palpable atmosphere
No, I can't get up there.
And churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humours, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still.
Wow, this guy is quite worried.
As I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
So he has a love for the old-fashioned lunatic asylums, where you got, it was not pretty. Right, anyway, sorry, I have to just double-check this quickly. Perception, mind, time. Alright, because this is a puzzle, so you look at this. That's perception, time, and mind. You have to read, because notice how they're, so it's the perception, mind, and time are in capitals. So perception, mind, time. Okay, so where are we? Perception, mind, time, perception, mind, time, perception, mind, and mind, perception, time, mind, perception, time, mind. Okay, that should have actually done something. I can't remember if it was something like this disappears or like this entranceway opens or something. I should have done something. Let me just check one more time. Perception, mind, time, perception. Actually, I'm going to write this down quick just so I can think. You know, it's a bit odd when you have to actually do this. P, M, T, T, P, M, M, P, T, M. Okay, so let's try this now. So I got to, if I'm going to start again, got perception, mind, time. Oh, hang on, did I just hear something? No, perception, mind, time, perception. Ah, here we go. I remember that unlocked something going on. Well, that seemed a bit random because I ended up picking the different ones than I did before. Oh well, one of those things. Alright, can't go in there. Alright. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's open up. Use this. Snap his neck like that. Just for a bit of variety, in case you want to see what any of the other weapons involve. Right. After all, they say variety is the spice of life. I know I don't have to go around killing these guys, so you could argue that I'm just being a bit of, well, a sociopath, but sounds like they could use it better. Okay, Dana. I like that little bit of music. It sounds like something from Shogun. Do. Alright, let's host this. Come back up. Oh, there's one more. Okay, that leaves the wrench. But yeah, I do like the sword just because it goes dee. And there you go, strangling them. The thing. The fact that you got these random weapons and how they do it, it reminds me a bit of something like Manhunt, which anyone doesn't know is a very dark and creepy game. It was, when it first came out, it was really considered quite the there we go. It was considered quite the like freakish game because of the fact that it had a thing for just going around killing people basically with particularly gruesome ways. Yeah, something like that in a way. Alright. Let's just help her out. If you're going to die, at least try and die happy from the kiss. It looks a bit like me. Whoops. Alright. Oh crap. Die, you bastard. There we go. Fists of Fury.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches, who could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious
Right, so Grout has obviously got the view that this vampiric illness is literally a illness. It's a disease, and which he's caught. Anyway, I'm not going to stick around. I'll just carry on walking along when we can hear this in the top there if you're interested.
Foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
Oh, he's a very happy chappy, isn't he? Aye. That's a nice little view, by the way, of Los Angeles. And the other things of the Hollywood Hills, if I remember right. Being a British guy, I've never been to Hollywood. Wouldn't mind going there sometime. Just to see what the big deal is, in a way. Or see, you know, the City of Angels, LA. Right. Why not? Okay. I could just run around and go around killing people, you know, willy-nilly if I wanted to. In a way, there's nothing really stopping me, and they're not really that sort of powerful that I can stop me. I suppose it might be better, actually, because... Let me try... Yep. Stop. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, let's get... As I said, you could just run around like crazy and go and do this sort of stuff. Or I suppose really you could just wander past and leave them, so... In a way, I've kind of been... If I'm supposed to be playing as if it was me in a situation, I've just kind of made myself sound like a sort of... Well, as a crazy person, a sociopath going around nearly killing people. Right. Let's...
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society.
If I remember right, this is a nice little touch here. Because if you hit, I think it was...
They are an understandably standoffish sort by and large, but I have been able to
Here we go. So yeah, it's not a mirror, it's a piece of glass. Yeah, it looks like a mirror. The only way you can tell is because this one stand up a little bit more different. As well, I suppose little things. There's a lamp there in the background. Oh, there was one here. Okay. Oh crap. Hiya! Okay, that didn't work out.
Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction, so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
So if in case you were missing that there between him, you know, me trying to kill these random people, Grout believes that, was saying about how he was appointed to come and join in a way with the government here, the Camarilla. So thing, and he's willing to do it, so he can actually have some test subjects, so we can find out, you know, have a look, see what other sort of, how the vampiric disease sort of affects everyone. Let's hit this. I never knew this actually could do that. That's one advantage of the Malkavians, the fact that you can see things better. Alright, so where did that happen? Oh, I'll come across it later. Let's have a quick look. Chaos, mind, order, perception, time. Okay, let me write this down again. Got chaos, mind, order, perception, time, key. Okay. So, you know, might sound a bit thing that I'm writing down how to help me sort this out, but there you go. So again, it's another puzzle, so that's chaos. I wonder if that is like a cool thing from the chaos sign from Warhammer 40,000. If anyone doesn't know, it's the, you know, sort of tabletop strategy game where you collect your models and fight, and that's the actual star of chaos, like the 8-point star. Interesting. Anyway, okay, so we want that. That's the key. That's order. So what do I need? I need mind now. So I need to jump down here. Alright, mind was this one. Okay, I need order, which is going back up here. As you can imagine, order is represented by the scales. Alright, P for perception. Rather than try and write them down properly, I just did them by letters. So that was perception. Time, and a final one should be the key in the middle. Let's just hope it actually works. Maybe not.
I have accepted the role of Primogen.
Ah, there you go. Just you can listen to the subtitles if you want while I'm trying to sort this out.
Applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, oh indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampires...
I don't know what's going on. I think sometimes it's almost like the game doesn't recognize properly when I do this.
From addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
Okay, I'm just mucking around with these, trying to see which ones might actually work. So, I didn't notice before, actually, did it? I mean, let's see. All these lights are now turned on, so... There's indeed... Oh, here, hang on. I've just been walking past this the entire time. Fuck. Right. Okay. Oh, it's this part. Oh, great. Electricity at its finest, guys. Okay. So, don't touch the beam. Okay. Oh, got another item. Okay. Open that up. Right. Okay, so there's just one more thing left to do. Any of these I haven't switched to. There we go. So what sort of mad, scientist type has something like that here? Unlock Grout's inner sanctum. Okay, actually, let's take a second. I want to have a look, see what these were again. Increase defense by 1 point and decreases my chance of frenzy. Oh, fair enough. Right. Let's see, I'll come back here now. Okay, I believe I was somewhere. I think it was that door. That looks about right. So this is one of my favorite levels, just because I think how just random and weird it is. Like, Alice falling down the tunnel went away. Okay, let's.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing
symptom
of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strange virus or theirs. The voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampire peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be lured to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me.
Okay, let's actually cancel that.
Presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
So that's an interesting thing there, because as you can hear, he was talking about the fact that he's starting to hear voices, basically. Now, the thing is that it could be down to a number of things. It could be that he was suffering from, he had his Auspix ability, which you may have noticed allows me to, sort of go, oops, might as well try and pick that stuff up. But yeah, which allows me to sort of read people's intentions and see what happens. But at the same time, it's, oh, wait, hang on. Oh crap, right, let's sneak about this, because I don't want to get spot enough to deal with all these. Right. Okay, let's get... Oh crap, right. I just have, some casual jail time beating it up. There we go. Right. Just interesting to see what's happening in these. Looks like a hidden panel there, doesn't it? Oh, bats. Oh crap. Didn't see you there. Right. Okay, let's feed on you. So yeah, it's just interesting to listen to the thing, because like I was saying before I got this sidetracked thing, I don't know whether or not it was the fact that the fact that this guy was hearing voices suggests that he was suffering like a sign of the Malkavian infliction, or it might just be down to something like the fact that that's how his Auspix works. Although I believe that it works in very particular ways. Oh crap, he spotted me. Right. Okay, I normally would be ending the video in a second, but I want to try and get this level over and done with, so You'll get a little bit longer than usual, I think. Which you may or may not be happy about. Alright. Okay, let me just hit this, so just in case you want to see as well. Alright, come on.
The voices have increased in frequency
Okay.
and direction lately. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I'm thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me.
So he's starting to suffer from
The fear
paranoia.
must register on my face, as it is all I can do. And
Ah,
Rustling robes of the Reaper.
okay.
I am no longer safe.
So yeah, you
I
can
know
tell his
the
paranoia is
voices
starting to
have
kick in
proven
now.
themselves authentic,
That
and
he
I
doesn't want to
withdrawn
leave
from
anymore.
the vampire society entirely.
Alright.
My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my...
Okay, just these are obviously valuables, I believe, of his. Like a rose, some pictures, clock.
The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to. Well,
And I believe must be his wife.
merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. Strike out.
God, this reminds me a bit of, oh, what was the guy's name? Dr. Snow, Misty... What's the name of the villain from Batman who has the wife? Mr. Freeze, that was it. Okay, and the fact that because he keeps her typically in something like that. Alright. Okay, let's skip past that now, because as you can tell, Grout's starting to suffer more and more into paranoia now. He doesn't want to leave the house, he believes people are after him. Oh. Okay, not too bad. Right. Okay, that hallucination with the fire and that, you know, it was a hallucination. We obviously didn't go that far. Right. Okay, so let's come over here, check the body again. Okay, big bang. Grout is no longer a corpse, he is ash.
Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Where are your manners? How about an introduction?
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the Archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Much talk, little sense. Right, so, yeah, you now met Bach, who's a hunter. Now, anyone who doesn't know what a hunter is, they are... Oh, crap. Die. For hunters, they're people who are, so, you know, they hunt the supernatural. If I remember right, in the old world of darkness, a hunter was something a bit more special. They sort of were ordained by something known as judges, I think, in order to try and basically bring, you know, kill the supernatural, or something like that. If you, there are better people than me who can explain it. Or if you popped on the internet, look up the line for Hunter the Reckoning, you'll find out a bit better then about what it is. Okay.
Hey, stop right now. Hey, hold it.
As I said, I want to use the shotgun because I don't want them getting too close. But yeah, he's a hunter. Now, the closest thing I can come up with is if you're any fan of the New World of Darkness, he is probably something like along the lines of the Malus Maleficarum. I believe that's the hunter one that deals with the... Oh, crap. Alright. Technically, I could just run through and not worry about doing any of this. Okay, out the window. Out the window there. But, yeah. House goes up in flames, and here we go. Look how cool I look as a bug exterminator. Right, let's leave. Alright, put the gun away before the cops spot me. Okay, I'm just going to take a second before I end the video to try and sort out getting some blood back.
For a date?
Or getting the health back, I should say.
Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
Walk this way. But, so yeah, they, you know, you have these different, you know, hunters that can come after you and that. In fact, you see quite often, if you have too many masquerade breaches, you start getting hunters coming after you anyway. They'll be walking around with crossbows and all that, and they, as far as I can tell, hunters in the old world of darkness have like powers that allow them to sense the supernatural and stuff like that. Well, I do find it quite interesting when they're saying about the gangbanger.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
With relish and mustard. Okay. Although I always find it interesting when I listen to religious fanatics like that, because anyone who reads their Bible will know that actually doesn't mention anywhere in the Bible that Satan is in charge of hell. That really, in a way, hell is just something. All it's supposed to be is that when you get, if I remember right, anyway, when you get resurrected. Yeah, when you, you know, when it comes to the time of judgment, you get to pick whether or not you either get to go to heaven or you get cast into the lake of fire where you just get destroyed. No internal suffering involved. But anyway, that's what I remember. Anyway, and I'm not here for the religious debate. I'm just here to play Vampire the Masquerade. So, anyway, that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. I'll tell you what. Let's get whatchamacallit, LaCroix out of the way, just so we can have a bit of a longer episode. Right. Hello, Chubby.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
Say that again. My nose knows no such thing. Send me to LaCroix.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double space burgers.
Alright, which one's going to open up today? This one. That sounds nice though. Double space burger with onion, cheese, bacon, guacamole. That doesn't sound too bad.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
We no longer hear the voice of Grout.
Grout's dead. What?
Hang on, we no longer hear. I wonder if I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I know a lot more about the new world of darkness than the old. But there was a whole thing I remember reading across randomly one time, something called like the Malkavian network, where sort of like, almost like Malkavians are sort of all connected in a way. I wonder if that's got something to do with that, because after, I'm a Malkavian, the Malkavian Primogen is dead. When he says we no longer hear his voice, maybe that's why. Anyway, sorry, going back to this. Who is Bach? Why does he want to set me on fire? Bach, sorry.
Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
It's quite an interesting thing. Because even though I'm British, I live in Wales, and I don't sound it, but I do speak Welsh. So I'm used to saying, because Bach is, we would say Bach, which is normally translated as small. Like if you want to say like something small, you say mine in Bach. But yeah. Let's see. Grout was not hunted, he was disposed of.
Bach is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
Let's see. Grout minus Bach equals 9s. He was the sum I saw first.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
Yes, you it basically means that you can cause a war if you're going to try and, you know, after all, someone like the well-known national figure, so to speak, or city figure of the Anarchs has gone around and killed the Primogen of the Camarilla, and yeah, there could be war on the streets. So what we got? His fist is made of Anarchs, so we can either say number one, he's basically, we can't start and do anything because if they attack, the Camarilla attack, then they will attack back. I'm going to go with number 4. This one does not know, but he knows something was not 9s.
It means, under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Arkadian Sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. This also is very important, so I need to call upon your skill once more. The Arkadian Sarcophagus was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago. I would like you to bring it back here for safekeeping.
Oh, but I...
Let me finish. The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
My pockets are hungry.
Yes, of course. Here. I can't have one of my representatives running around ill-equipped for that task.
You can stick a quarter in me, but you cannot play me.
I have methodically calculated a solution to each dilemma thrust upon our community, and I don't have the time to paint your tiny mind its place in the big picture for each and every instance. So either serve your function, or get out of my sight.
I like that. I am gone. Okay. Where should I be?
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum.
Sorry about that random thing for you.
Examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
I would take the field trip up to the museum now, but the front will not be my entrance. Keys get lost.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Arkadian Sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Done is good. So I believe after this I actually get a new haven, if I remember right. So I'll see how that goes. Shame we can't talk to Mongo Gorilla here. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to end the episode here once I pop outside. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and, you know, sorry if it ran a bit longer than usual, but I wanted to try and get that mission over and done with properly. But yeah, I hope you guys take a minute or two to have a look at the options and make your votes about what game to play next in my series. Otherwise, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.